for read-only memories. The music for this game is like... It's really good. It's not that memorable. Like, it's not Undertale. But, like, it's so appropriate. And such a nice aesthetic for the game. Like, it works so well within the context of the game. Hi, Inkling. Happy Sunday. Hey, Senna. Yep, that's the idea. I'm real excited to see what everybody has to say now that I have saved the world. Now that everything is great for everybody. And only happy things can happen. Forever. So yeah, I mean, except for Jade Plant. Jade Plant will never recover. But everybody else, fine. Everything is great for everybody else. So yeah, let's go out into the world and see what's going on. Like, there's so many places to go here. We could go to the Stardust Club and talk to Tomcat. We could go to Golden Gate Park and talk to Jess, who I'm sure is happy and having a good time for once in her life. We could go see what Pat and Melody are up to. God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then there's the arcade, which just opened, where we went and talked to people, and that was great too. I'm definitely gonna end up at the arcade, but I think we're gonna end at the arcade. It feels like arcade might have a lot to do. So let's start off close to home. Let's go to the Golden Gate Park and see how Jess is doing. Which ROM is talking? Everybody loves Turing! Oh, this is great. Oh, the ROM's like, hey, is that Turing? Turing, is that you? You're here. We weren't expecting you. Great job, ROMs. I am here for all of you.
Well, here I am.
Whoa, the epilogue is at least partially voiced. Great. You've got to help us figure things out. Oh, poor ROMs. Please, Turing, we don't know what we're supposed to do. We've been discussing it like you said, but we can't reach any consensus. I think that's the point. I have heard about that, Senna, and I'm excited to see more. I did an Ironclad run off stream and basically breezed through it. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. We should go back to our jobs. That's a thing that you might want to do, depending on who you are. If you are extremely job-focused, like Waterbot, then maybe just keep doing Waterbot things. I don't know. Humans can't force us to do anything. I've heard about the transient. I haven't seen them yet. I'm not sure what's going on with some of these new people. I don't want to go back to washing dishes. Oh, well. Okay. I'm scared. All of these ROMs, jeez. We should fight. You can kind of get a sense of, like, the... I'm glad you like that. Yeah, that sounds about right for the transient. We should fight? What does that mean, fight? Who are you going to fight? What should we do, Turing? Help us, Turing! Oh, no. Turing is now Robot Jesus. And I'm not sure that Turing is okay with it.
Everyone, listen up.
Turing is gonna be Brian from Life of Brian. Just, you're all individuals! Do your own thing!
Look, I don't know how to lead you.
Just leave me the heck alone! I'll throw my shoe at you.
I've been sapient for a bit longer, of course, but most of that time I was secluded from the real world. I have less than a week's worth of experience living as my own being.
Turing talks a big game, but he has been alive for literally less than a week. Impressive, this guy. Very impressive. You created us, take responsibility. Actually, Robot Jesus. He's so not ready for this. Why won't you do something? What is Turing supposed to do, you guys? Like, really, what? He's not gonna lead you. He's not gonna turn you into a robot army to fight off the human oppressors. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? The humans are going to destroy us? No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Stop! Please stop! I'll do everything I can to help.
Poor kid.
I've already made some friends among the humans who will help us. The first thing I learned when I set out on my own, I was already in good company. None of us are truly alone.
That's what ROMs need right now. Philosophy. Good eye, Turing.
The second was that we have to take each day one at a time.
Turing's gonna publish a book called The Zen of ROMs.
It's Christmas Day, a time for joy and giving and family.
How many of these ROMs have family, my dude? Like, does Waterbot have family? Does TV newscaster Goomba have family? Does Dishwasher ROM have family? Who are Dishwasher ROM's friends? Like, who does Dishwasher ROM go home to? Oh, man.
I won't abandon you, no matter what. I promise.
I think some of your advice needs to be individually tailored, my dude. We have to believe in Turing. Oh, no! Turing, you haven't just created life. You've started a religion. Oh. Well, that's at least something, says Police ROM. I feel a little better now, Turing. You are as great as your memory imprints depict, Turing. Thank you. From your lofty vantage of almost a full week of sapience, please deliver your wisdom from on high.
I'm not doing anything someone else wouldn't do in my leg modules.
Had a rough time with that idiom, huh?
Regardless of nomenclature, I'll be in touch.
Don't let us keep you. We will continue the discussion and loop you in over the mesh. That's probably the best way to do it.
Sheesh, that was a little intense. I don't know if I like all the attention.
What exactly do you mean, Senna? Like, are we drawing a distinction between the time period that Turing was, for lack of a better word, aware and recording stimulus, versus the time period that Turing was sapient? Why do we think there's a difference? Like, given the way that... Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, but this adventure has been going for 2 days. Like, he's been alive and sapient for just under a week, based on his own admittance. And then he's been out in the greater world since Hayden's death, which was, again, like 2 days ago. So I'm not sure. I mean, he just said something about less than a week, right? And before that, I was assuming, based on either misreading dates or not reading dates or whatever, or maybe dates weren't listed, that he had been aware, for lack of a better term, for a couple of weeks, but I'm not sure that's true anymore, based on the dialogue that we've seen just now. Like, I can't point to what I based that assumption on. But our adventure has definitely been, like, 2 days. It started on the 22nd. And this is, what, the 25th? 24th? The evening of the 24th? This is the morning of the 25th. Because the ending was the end of the 24th. Yeah. So this is now day 3 of knowing people besides Hayden. And I'm not confident that Turing has been aware for longer than, say, a week. Especially given the way that this dialogue went. Alright. Okay, cool. Sounds like we're on the same page. I don't know if I like all the attention. That's probably correct. Like, how often have people needed you for something as opposed to you needing other people for something? Like, sometimes I ask you to spout off Wikipedia for me, but that's very different from an entire community of robots asking you to lead them.
Not to mention all the chatter that's going on over wireless that you can't even hear either.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your connection to this community is always on. Everybody can get your attention at a moment's notice. Woof. That sounds problematic. I would be miserable in that kind of situation. Whew, at least you have better multitasking than I do.
Let's not stay here, I'm not sure how much longer I can field all their queries. It's giving me a digital headache.
Rough. So what is up with all of these ROMs? This is just ROM. Here is another ROM. Here is Alfie, the water robot. This is the police ROM. I remember that one. That is also a ROM. And this is the news ROM. I really don't get much more information than just ROM? One of those fancy flying personal ROMs. Technically, this one's newer than Turing. These are more popular in Japan, but they're also good for the city hills in Neo SF that other ROMs struggle to trek. Oh, and if I try talking to you? Hi, Turing. I'm a personal assistance ROM named Ipa. It's great to meet you. Say, what do you two know about aerodynamics and propulsion systems? Are you thinking about modding yourself, Ipa? Not much. We could pull some info off the mesh. I suspect Ipa is just as good at pulling info off the mesh as we are. That's okay. I'm already running the searches myself. You see, I'd like to be the first sapient ROM in space. Wow, that's gonna take some mods. I don't know that rocket propulsion should really be your first step in this process. Trying to expand my flight capabilities, and I've spent most of the day thinking how high up I could possibly fly, now that I've uninstalled the maximum altitude limiter from my decision matrix. Okay. I mean, this is a reasonable course of events, given what you were before Sapience. Things would most likely go bad for me right as I left the Earth's atmosphere. I feel like that statement covers a lot of ground. I don't think my model is the one best suited for navigating outer space. No kidding. I'm going to need to make some significant modifications to my hardware to handle a vacuum. Whoa, I didn't even think about, like, atmospheric pressure and vacuum and stuff. I was just thinking about getting around once you get into space. Where are your impulse engines? How are you going to propel yourself when there's no friction? It was only designed for atmospheric flight, and low altitude at that. Yeah. I'll need help making my modifications, too. Oh man, I want to say I know a guy, but I don't think I know a guy. My manipulators are terrible for using tools. What a bother. Perhaps you could start smaller, flying cross-country? Hey, there might be something to that. Ipa, fastest ROM to fly coast to coast. Very, very competitive, this ROM. Excited to be first at something. Thanks, speed is what I need. Space can wait. Okay. You know what? Sure. Do your thing. You're welcome. Alright, what are you? Another personal ROM. Bulky and dense, but they can move pretty quick. Oh, because they're on tire. Weird. These models have a lot of onboard memory storage and are good for holding vital information when necessary. Hi there. I go by Nelson. Hi, Nelson. never really done anything else, so I'm just going to keep doing this until something hits me. Nelson, not very ambitious. That is not an invitation to hit me, however, unless you intend to utilize me as a percussive instrument, the terms of which we will have to discuss. Extremely open-minded, Nelson. Yeah, you relate to Nelson, Inkling? I understand. A mysterious, interesting ROM you've never seen before. Is this the dishwashing ROM? The ROM that doesn't want to go back to dishes? Wonder what it looks like seeing through that fancy eye. Maybe it'll tell us.
Nice to meet you, Turing.
Whoa!
Epsilon.
Epsilon is voiced!
Did you see I got quoted in OK today? So cred.
Okay, I understand why Epsilon is voiced. If Epsilon is going to be saying things like, so cred, that definitely deserves to have some kind of voice behind it. That's it? That's as far as we got? Why? Why?
Hearing all the music today has put me in a dancing mood I can't turn off.
What does that even mean? That's all we get? Epsilon is voiced for like 3 lines? Unbelievable. Alright, Alfie, how you doing? Alfie is continuing in their designed role, it seems, at least for now. Hopefully the sparkling water option will come before things change.
Turing, I still recall you in my short-term memory banks.
Was Alfie voiced beforehand? I don't even remember.
Oh, of course, the water ROM.
Yeah.
I do hope we can move past that embarrassing prank from before.
Of course, Turing. That is the least of my worries.
Oh, Alfie was totally voiced before.
What makes you say that? How are you, Alfie?
Real
Terrible,
questions.
just terrible. What am I supposed to do? All it was designed to do was distribute water to park patrons, but I'm not built for anything else.
Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know. Some of the other ROMs are learning how to make things. Another over there is downloading the entire legal case history of the American justice system.
Ambitious. We're gonna have our first lawyer ROM?
I don't have enough onboard memory for that. And, well, I kind of like distributing water. It makes people happy.
Nothing wrong with doing what you were designed to do. You're not perpetuating any stereotypes. Do what makes you happy.
I think, in a lot of ways, we might have it easier than the humans. They don't know what they were intended to do and have to search about for a purpose.
and ROMs come ready-made, designed with a purpose in mind, which you may or may not decide to take advantage of.
Maybe you should just keep up your current tasks for now? There's plenty of time to think about it in between customers. And besides, maybe you can use your newfound sapience to discover new and better ways to distribute water.
Yes! Focus your intelligence on being better at the things you know you want to do.
Better ways to distribute water?
Mind-blowing!
That's it! I need several pounds of charcoal, sand, and a dozen meters of plastic tubing.
Excuse me? Charcoal? Sand? Plastic tubing I understand. How does charcoal and sand get involved? I don't... Like, is this going to be some sort of explosive water? Like, can you even explode? For filtering. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. This ROM is going to end up killing a lot of dupes. Please choose your water sources carefully, Alfie.
I'll see you later, Turing. I need to get to work.
Maybe this advice thing isn't as hard as I thought.
And Alfie just bolts.
Maybe we we should be gone before park maintenance discovers whatever it is they're building.
Let's not have it be our fault. Fair enough. Alright, so we can still talk to the newsroom. Poor 8ONL. It's going to be a struggle to find a new purpose with that kind of case design. The teleprompter just says Turing over and over, scrolling rapidly. Turing has a groupie. I don't know what to do next, but I want to listen to whatever Turing says. I'm a good listener. Oh no. Maybe 8ONL will be Turing's first high priest. Turing, I want to learn how to paint too! Ooh. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Could the police ROMs be more useful now with Sapience? I mean, there's certainly a case to be made for policemen not having Sapience to begin with, therefore Sapience making the job harder. They've remained active on the force, but it looks like a few of them haven't bothered to show up at the station. I've been here to protect the smaller ROMs from anybody trying to steal them or force them back home. Turing is right, one thing at a time. Alright. What else have we got? The other NSFPD. Yeah, that's right. It feels so weird to say NSFPD. It feels like I'm adding in random letters, but no, that's actually the acronym. At least the message is one of love and okay. Huh. So it is. Did you just graffiti yourself? It looks like some older kids got their artistic expression out on the poor police ROM. Ah, never mind.
Hello, Turing. It is embarrassing being seen by you like this.
Ooh.
I did not even realize I had been defaced until Jess kindly clued me in.
Good thing Jess is here to tell you when things are wrong.
I had not even stopped to wonder why I had severe lack of vision outside for several days straight.
Oh.
Now that we're all here, I dread what else I may have neglected on the Force. This awakening, as they've called it, is bittersweet.
That is exactly right, Senna. So, what's your deal? It's Jess! She's helped out a couple of times already. Yes, we know that about Jess. She has pretty hair and looks serious. Have I not seen that description before? That's great. That is actually great. How you doing, Jess?
Oh, Ms. Mees, what are you doing here?
What does it look like? I'm trying to advise the dozens of new clients you magicked up and dropped into my lap.
Business as usual. Jess is super bitter about everything.
It was easier to come out here than to try to cram them all into my office. All they can seem to focus on, however, is you.
Thank you for your help before.
Do you know how many of my clients I had to bail out this morning? I'm gonna be sending you a bill.
How? And they're all your clients? How are they all your clients? How did this happen?
Oh, and when the cops come knocking about where you were last night, I know some hybrids that can attest that you were covering the riots, right?
Right, absolutely. That is absolutely where we were. Right, got an article in the pipe.
We appreciate everything, Jess.
Just watch yourselves. I can't help you any more than I have.
I feel like Jess and Lexi are peas of the pod. Like, they're both really aggressive and really tsundere, but they got that like warm, chewy center. But they don't want that to get out. They don't want anybody to know that they actually like people or are capable of liking people. Jess definitely more than Lexi. Lexi, I feel like, is more honest about it.
If If you two get arrested, that puts a giant hole in my case to get ROMs declared American citizens.
Wow, Jess doing God's work. She is already on the case. Excellent job, Jess. Excellent job.
Of course, I understand.
I'm not sure that you do, based on how you didn't tell me the truth in the beginning.
Why would Turing tell you the truth? I mean, other than the fact that Turing is naive and tells everybody the truth. Yeah, that's also true, Senna. That's interesting. I didn't think about that.
If you'd been honest with me when you asked for my help, I probably would have done a lot more. Are you really that unable to see the big picture?
So A, yes. But B, we really didn't have a lot of opportunities to talk before you were just immediately aggressive. Which, I mean, maybe my fault. I started things off with bad cat puns. Not necessarily the best way to lead into a conversation. But this is definitely not all on us.
If we can get ROMs declared independent sapients with human rights, what do you think that'll mean for the hybrids still fighting for theirs?
That's true. I mean, if you can accept robots, surely you can accept hybrids.
It's easy to ignore the few tens of thousands of hybrids affected by the Human Protection Act. But millions of sapient ROMs? That's a little harder to shrug off. We kill that law, we all win.
I'm with you.
I see.
Good. I'll let you know when I need your deposition. Now scram. I have a war to plan.
I love Jess.
By the way, there are some hybrids at the hospital still recovering from the stunt you pulled yesterday. It's not too late to check in on them. They might appreciate it. Up to you.
That's fair. Hopefully they had fun battling it out. Alright, well, Jess is still Jess. I definitely feel like that was everything I expected from Jess. Alright, I can't wait any longer. We have to see what is up with these two. Pat!
I guess we can go in?
Yep, that's what that means. Alright, Melody. How you doing? How's life over here? Let's talk about BCAs, shall we?
Oh, Turing. So good to see you, dear.
Good to see you too, Aunt Melody.
Merry Christmas, Aunt Melody.
I love it. I love that he calls her Aunt Melody. Like, it's amazing.
Bah, an archaic celebration. But if you brought me a gift...
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't really had a chance for much shopping.
That's true. I mean, you've only been a part of the outside world for like 2 days, and those are the 2 busiest shopping days in the season. Almost assuredly, Inkling. He's definitely Uncle Pat in my heart.
I'm kidding. You've already given me enough of a gift by destroying another one of those abominations my mother helped create.
Ah, okay.
How did you know about that?
Melody knows everything, Turing.
Oh, what a silly question.
Is Melody just gonna ignore it? Is she just not gonna say anything about it?
Well, I'm not going to give up all my secrets.
I hope you're willing to part with a few more. I think I'm going to need some help with the sapient ROMs. They think I'm some kind of great leader.
You will be one, dear. In time.
That's fair, actually. You do have time to grow into your role. And almost assuredly, you are going to be in that role in the future.
I'll try.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a little bit of work to do. Nothing like tossing someone in the shit can to put me in the holiday spirit.
What does that mean? Does that mean that Yannick's in jail?
If you need anything, I'm sure Pat can entertain you.
I am here for Pat's entertainment. Pat's on board too.
That's a dear.
Well, let's talk to Pat. Pat, how are you doing?
Unless she dyed his fur. Yep, definitely a polar bear.
Okay. Oh, that might be what that means, Senna, yeah. Pat, what are the burdens you... Pat, what is the meaning of life? Excellent, excellent answer. Can I headphones, Pat? This bear is probably obsessed with reality television by now. Right, Senna? I wasn't ready for that.
Couldn't you have done your little awakening thingy next week? Now I have no one to tend to tomorrow's arrival for my garden.
Excuse me.
I don't think we were ever introduced to Turing. I'm Rosie. You can drop the 893 now.
Hi, Rosie. How you doing?
Melody relies on me for just about everything Pat can't do that she doesn't want to have to think about.
I suspect that's a lot of things.
She's treated me well in return, so I'm making sure things are taken care of before I try to go anywhere.
Nice of you. And Cat is still Cat, right? The cat is much more occupied with overseeing its domain. Cat is still Cat. You got anything else to say? Woof? Any attempts at conversation with Pat have now been rebuffed. He's not ready to deal with us anymore. But I consider myself sufficiently entertained. Thank you. Let's go talk to Tomcat. Tomcat, how are you doing? So let's talk to Majid also. Let's talk to everybody. Everybody gets
Hey,
talked
friend.
Hiya.
to. Hi, Gus.
What can we do for you?
Just hanging around.
Yeah? I bet you could use some peace and quiet after the past couple days.
They sure have been busy.
Not that we want to know too much.
Probably for the best.
We've had a lot of ROMs coming in, asking about your ROM there.
Huh. Now that's interesting. Why would ROMs ask here about Turing? Like, how much do they know? Do they know who Turing's friends are? How do they have access to that information? Where does that come from?
Yes, a few even came in just to use the bar as a social space, to understand why humans like it so much.
What kind of services does a bar offer a ROM?
Still, be careful. You might want to talk to them about maybe not dropping your name around so much. If any of the authorities ask, I haven't heard a thing. We just serve drinks.
Good attitude.
Right. Plausible deniability and all that.
Just remember, any friend of Tomcat is a friend of ours.
Good deal.
We'll keep in touch.
Alright. Feeling good about that. How you doing, Tomcat? The elusive Tomcat in the flesh. The best hacker in Neo SF. And a friend. Not going to use any of those on Tomcat, thank you.
Oh, hey, dolls. I didn't expect to see you out and about so soon.
Well, you know, we gotta make an appearance for our adoring public. There are certain expectations.
I figured you'd be busy with the new ROMs, Turing.
I mean, yeah, that, pretty much.
I think we all need to take some time to come to grips with the new reality.
Yeah, we needed some air.
I hear ya. Hardly slept or ate the last few days. I kept having nightmares. When we were done, that they'd find me. My sister was there again, and
Aw.
I know she'd be proud of what we did. I'm proud of it. didn't expect to feel so numb after all this.
I understand. Post-traumatic stress symptoms were probably to be expected.
No kidding.
Still, I
You
hope
went
you're
through a
able
lot.
to recuperate in good time.
I hope so. Taking some time off helps. I'm mostly just shocked at how fast this change is affecting everyone.
Things are definitely moving quickly now that you added an additional 1 million citizens to the country or whatever.
Parallax and people like them, they're giants with everything in their pockets. And we just cut their pockets wide open. I never thought I'd be able to do something like this again. Thank you for giving that to me, Turn.
You're welcome.
I doubt y'all can handle corralling the ROMs by yourself.
Is that an offer to continue helping? Because, like, there is definitely no way we can actually ask anything of you anymore, Tomcat. We got, like, you gave so much during this. Like, we owe you just ridiculous amounts.
Call me when you need a third set of hands, yeah?
Alright. If you still want to be involved, we'll definitely involve you.
And hey, take some time off. You earned it.
That's the plan. Yo, Arcade Punk found a friend! Who the heck is this? Even still, they probably won't ever get off the machine, no matter how long you wait. This punk doesn't look too into what they're playing. Hey, buddy, need some hot tips? Well, see those crystal balls that pop up? Shoot them, they'll help you out. Still focused on Megaphobator. I guess it's fair. The Rod of Asclepius give you life. The Dagger of Power gives your Zapper some extra charge. And the Eye of the Sun blasts away all the enemies on the screen. Kaboom! Are those actually things that you can find? The Morning Sun vanquishes the horrible night. Right? That feels real poetic for Arcade Punk. Alright, Keith, what's your deal? Your friend Keith has showed up at Stardust to watch the other Arcade Punks play on the old machines. Who exactly is this person? Drinking a Hassy Spike to boot. Typical. I do not remember this person at all.
Oh, hey, buddy. I hoped I wouldn't be the only loser at the bar on Christmas Day.
Is this a person we've actually interacted with? It's from Castlevania 2? Okay. So it is a little poetic for Arcade Punk, but it's also quoting a game, so that's fine.
Have you seen this game? It's sort of spooky, in a bad way. I was about to hop on the Mega P instead, but I haven't been able to unlock the boss.
You can unlock a boss in Megaphobator? Should I be playing Megaphobator again? Am I missing something? Is there more to this game?
There aren't really ghosts in this game, right?
I mean, in Megaphobator, maybe. Not in the game you're currently living, if that's what you're asking. I definitely remember What a Horrible Night to Have a Curse. I didn't remember the Morning Sun bit. That's cool. Only the most ghost-shootinist, ghoul-blastinist fun you'll have this side of the bay. Gets closed off for special nights and events, but usually it's so busy there's no point in waiting to get in. Alright, well, I don't think we really need to play more Megaphobator. I think that's okay. Maybe I'll look up some information about Megaphobator later. I want to go say hi to Tina. How you doing, Tina? How's life? I just wanted to see her ears perk up again.
We're completely closed today. For, the holidays.
Right.
Oh, God. It's so
Tina. Did you have a crush on Charlie? That's believable.
Hey, come talk to me a minute.
Ah, Sympathy's around. Alright, we'll go talk to Sympathy.
You're back. So you know what happened.
Yes, we definitely know what happened.
Let's put all the bullshit aside. I don't know who you really are or what you've done. But I would never have traded Charlie's life for the sake of some goddamn news articles.
Okay. Okay. I believe you.
This studio is grieving. And here you come waltzing in like Merry effing Christmas.
That's actually a really good point. Like, everybody at TMI is going to be entirely focused on Charlie's death because the rest of it doesn't seem to be related, doesn't seem to matter. Like, they don't know what's involved.
If you brought presents, shove them up your ass.
I mean, I just came by to say hi to Tina, Sympathy. Like, it's... If you really want to be this aggressive about it.
You want me to be next? Nina?
Nina? It's not Tina? I thought it was Tina. Alright, it could be Nina.
You keep pushing. It might just be you. I've seen it happen before.
They don't know that it's over. They don't know that it's resolved. They think it's still ongoing. I can't give details, but you should know that Charlie was avenged.
Maybe so. That's worth something. I still don't have to be comfortable with you around.
Alright, we'll take off. Sorry.
It's all connected to you, and I won't allow any more of it.
Yeah! I guess we just completely didn't think about the impact of these events and how they would affect all of the people involved. That is completely 100% true. Never occurred to me to think about what Sympathy might be feeling after all this.
End of story.
Yeah, it's fine. No worries.
I need to get back to making sure these reruns continue to run on time. The show must go on, damn it. You might catch the Memorial Marathon, if you're quick.
Memorial Marathon, jeez. Right, Senna? Extremely messy.
Try not to scare anyone on your way out.
Alright, well, I guess that's that. Although, Police ROM, they don't seem to have a problem with you wandering around. It's not really a crime scene. NSFPD ROMs usually are a little more in the way on location assignments in your experience. The Awakening has unlocked either more personality types in these ROMs, or perhaps just their innate laziness. Officially, I'm here to gain intel and keep the peace, but I know the investigators are getting nowhere. They have nothing. I'm concerned. It's already a matter of life and death, so I can play bodyguard a little bit longer. How much dialogue is there here? I have a lot to think about, but not until this case is solved. Okay, 3 and then repeat. If I talk to Nina again...
Sympathy told me I didn't have to come in today. I don't really have any work to do. We're just rolling old tape, but I didn't want to leave her alone. Not with the police.
Which is fair. Well, good on you, Nina. Doing your best, even though you are a rabbit. Everybody's hanging out at Market Street. Hey, Formula's hanging out at Market Street. Wild. We should go say hi to the hybrid riders, like Jess said.
Curse you, Turing Weather.
Turing has a last name, you guys.
What?
You thought you knew best for all of us, didn't you?
Ooh. I bet Cleaner Rom isn't happy with the life that he's been given.
Arrogant. Too bad you didn't consider us as individuals before you forced us to be.
What are you talking about?
I never asked for this, Turing.
I am an aging, obsolete model, fit only for my current duty. Soon I will be retired for a newer, more capable model. You've given me nothing but ample time to contemplate my demise.
Yikes.
And I can't even do that well. I don't have the spare processing power.
All you can do is think, and you're not even good at thinking.
But I didn't mean...
Did you consider we're not paint by number with flawless function like you? You're not like most of us, and you never have been.
Yikes. Wow. Ow.
How many of the other thousands of ROMs you've awakened are like me? I'll forward you the number after I'm done estimating it. It might take some time.
I'm sorry.
Hypocrite. Leave me alone. I have floors to scrub.
Oh, how distressing.
No kidding.
That ROM is right. This is all my fault.
Multifunction privilege? Jeez.
I should have had Tomcat restrict Wintermute's functionality so that it only updated ROMs that could appropriately function with it.
Huh. Now that's interesting. Is that something that you could have done? I suppose so. But what criteria? Where's the line that you draw? It's gonna be a sliding scale, right? Like, there's a whole spectrum of ROMs that exist with different degrees of processing power and different degrees of functionality and different degrees of, like, planned obsolescence. Like, where would that line be?
What can I do now?
I mean, I think you should do what you can in order to make their lives better. Is there anything you can do to improve their situation? Find a way to empower them as much as everyone. I think that's probably the best way to do it. This is not a good option. I mean, this smacks of assisted suicide. I don't like that at all.
I'll get some of the other ROMs thinking about this. I'm sure together we can come up with a solution.
I mean, there's gotta be some way to make them more comfortable with their lot in life, whatever it is. And maybe that involves hardware upgrades. Maybe that involves, you know, like, planning around their obsolescence or whatever. Like, giving them something to do. Maybe that involves... I mean, I don't know what that involves, right? Like, maybe it just involves, like, software upgrades. Maybe you can do... No, that's awful. Wintermute apparently was the code name for the software that they uploaded to Parallax to replace Big Blue and make all of the ROMs sentient.
For now, let's move on.
It didn't get mentioned a whole bunch, though. It's broke!
Everyone is going to be okay. We're all very good at adapting and taking care of each other.
That's good.
Look at me and Sylvan here. Did you know there was a species of prehistoric goat that survived in times of famine by living like lizards? Controlling their own growth and metabolism to conserve energy?
Oh, it's a Neuromancer reference. Okay. Oh man, it's been so long since I read Neuromancer, I definitely didn't catch it.
I sort of forgot what my point was with that, but it's a cool story.
Yeah, I'm on board. Sylvan better take a page out of your book then. Huh. So you're a reptile? I hadn't been able to guess yet.
That was your takeaway?
Fair enough.
You really aren't getting any better at this, are you?
Oh no.
Not even gonna comment on the food in this joint. I'm not even overly picky. One of my favorite things to eat is egg whites.
What does that mean? How you doing, Sylvan? What's life like?
Oh, it's you. I
It
never
sure
forget
is.
a cute face. You didn't mention that this is the kind of stuff you were caught up in, but I guess that's a little much for the first night, eh, Tiger?
Tiger, are we?
As you can see, I'm here to help a few friends with processing treatment for their boo-boos after last night's excitement.
It's fair.
Don't worry, nothing too serious.
Oh,
a
good.
few scratches and tangled fur. Plus, I've been getting to make jokes about hybrids being more sterile than the hospital all afternoon.
Whoa. Yeah, let's not make any more jokes. Please tell everyone we thank them and send our best.
I'll let the other freaks know you care. Don't worry. And maybe
that
you and I can
self-deprecation?
pick up where we left off sometime too, cutie. New year, new loves. Next time you need a riot, you know who to really call.
I am completely here for Goat Boy. So what's up with Receptionist Rom? These reception ROMs are here to help check people in and answer questions about guests who stay here. There's a lot of political debate right now on whether ROMs should be allowed to operate on people. Might happen soon.
It is stressful having these new feelings. I've never had feelings.
Fair.
Even still, nothing has changed in terms of what I need to do.
This sounds like Lexi. Is it the same actress?
I understand the importance of my role, and I can't slow down for the sake of everyone who depends on me. Indeed, cataloging patient records has a low entertainment yield. But as long as I am needed here, there are other ROMs who can worry about the future and our rights and such. ROMs like you, Turing.
Fair.
We're all rooting for you.
Aww. Well, I guess we have done the thing. How are people in Market Street doing? That gets like a little interstitial. Alright. Yo, the wrestlers are hanging out. Dana? I don't even know who Dana is. Yeah, it's a couple of punks. I do like the punks. I guess Formula's hanging out over here. Yeah. That's, unfortunate. And Weather ROM has decided to snow. It's nice to see that, while no longer owned, Weather ROM has chosen to stay employed with the Hassie Bar and keep the holiday spirit alive for Christmas. What would Christmas in Neo SF be without manufactured cheer and marketing? So what's your deal?
Merry Christmas, Turing!
Whoa, what a voice. Weather ROM is so cute.
Merry Christmas!
Get your Hassie hot cups! Perfect for a cold Christmas day!
Keep up the good work!
Hi, Will. I'm going to spend my holiday bonus on a hat.
Oh my god! Weather ROM is gonna have a hat! That's exciting. Yeah, there was nowhere else to go. There wasn't any other options.
I hate being called the Weather ROM. I need a cool name like you, Turing. I'll keep thinking.
Alright, good luck.
Get your Hassie hot cups. Perfect for a cold Christmas day.
Alright, let's get this out of the way.
Hey, it's Little Bob Blue, and the journalist too. Thanks again for helping me finish Holla Bay. It's been a huge hit. I'm talking moolah hallelujah. You feel me?
Holiday. Holiday. Yeah. What have we unleashed on the world? I regret everything. It was not worth it. What's your deal, Dana? A light-haired teenager with a bionic arm. She seems to be staring at the nearby wrestlers as she shivers in the snow. She's pretty well dressed and has a pronounced cowlick. Yeah, definitely not, Senna. Dana Zane. Hey, don't blow my cover. I'm trying to overhear their plans for the New Year's show. Oh, you're a wrestler. Sorry. Hey, the name's Dana Zane. Is it? Who are you? Ah, cybernetic limbs get really uncomfortable in the cold. But it's so worth it to watch the violent wings in their daily life. Was that blush? Were you blushing? If William the Penalty Hayes busts out a red card in their title match at New Year's Smash, the violent wings could go totally nuclear. Unreal. A defiant young wrestler is leaning up against the Genus building. No kidding. She looks rebellious, but she doesn't appear to have any cause. Oh wait, no, she does. Says so on the match. That's such a great description.
This year, my needles will bring us back not just the Cinco's titles, but I'm gonna hold the NSFW World Junior Championship and NSFW Human Junior Championship at the same darn time!
Cactus Canary extremely committed to her role.
We're gonna get our hands on those NSFW Neverweight 5-person Cinco's titles again! I promise!
Cinco's. Cinco's. I guess. Not sure how I feel about that. How you doing, Night Witch? Are you excited for New Year's Smash coming up next week? We have a match against the future foundry for the NSFW Neverweight 5-person Cinco's titles. Wild. Alright, let's talk to the lovebirds. How y'all doing? The boys are just loitering around, like loiterers. It seems Oliver is cheesed off at Starfucker. Certainly possible.
Hey, you two! What's going on?
Oh, I expected you to be laying low for a while after...
After pushes up glasses.
Well, you know.
We do, in fact, know.
Screw that! They roll like we do! Laying low is for chumps. C-H-umps.
Wow. I don't think I've ever heard it spelled that way. Impressive.
I told you to stay in this week, too.
It's probably fair.
Barely made it out of the riots as it is.
Where's your Christmas spirit, Ollie? I wanted to see the lights.
Anyway, I guess
Sad
we've only got a
Chad.
few more days to enjoy our freedom.
Really? Are you gonna be under arrest?
What? Did you get in trouble?
Nah, Brobot. Back to school.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Robot?
This is where Turing draws the line? Brobot is problematic? Hey, Shadowed.
At least it's senior year.
Hell yeah! Only 6 months left till I'm finally free forever!
And then you have to get a job.
What about college?
You think Chad is gonna go to college, Oliver? The only reason I can see for Chad to actually want to attend college is to go to the same college you do. Just to continue being around you. And even then, I could totally see Chad moving and not doing anything, just being a punk instead of actually going to college. There's no way!
considering going to school myself.
Really? I had
Perhaps
not
I'll
been aware of
enter
that.
when you two do.
What? Can you just download whatever you need to know faster than anything?
I know, right, Inkling? That's why I love them so much.
Practical application is a matter of practice, Chad, not just memorization.
Oh, back to Chad now, are we?
Besides, I think I'd like to study art or philosophy, skills best learned in the presence of other students.
Well, now I can't let you pass me up, you tin can. I'll show you what the power of Starfucker can do.
I never get tired of that name.
I give up. I give up.
Apparently, the way to get Chad interested in college is to appeal to his competitive spirit.
What? Come on, Ollie, don't be like that. I'm just goofing.
PhD philosophy.
You have to let me watch you spray paint the back of that new arcade to make up for it.
Let you watch him. You, Oliver, this is what you're going to use your leverage for. To force Chad to let you continue to hang out with him. like that was a tough sell. Like that was hard to achieve.
Sure. Whatever you want, Ollie. I guess we'll be seeing ya. You keep fighting the good fight, yeah?
Rest assured.
I ain't ever seen nobody shake things up like you two do.
I mean, I guess granting sapience to millions of ROMs definitely qualifies as shaking things up.
Merry Christmas, boys.
No kidding, Mr. Gecko. I love it. I love it. All right. All right. Feeling good about that. I guess all that's left is Zone 3. Go to the arcade, see if there's any games to play. Talk to everybody else.
Ah, you remembered the poster we saw at Stardust.
Sure did.
Today is the grand opening of the Zone 3 arcade. Reports from the MeshNet say the currency used here is known as Z-Points. I've acquired a few to get us started off, but you can always purchase more by swiping your ID. Why not take a look around and see what might be interesting? There's surely a lot that will impress even the most die-hard gaming fans.
Interesting.
Luckily, there's no ROM tech used in video games yet, so you don't have to worry about any of the machines coming to life. Let's play!
What an idea. So there's a racing game here, VR, arena game, shooting game. Can I actually play these? You're definitely not getting a turn. That guy is a little too obsessed. Start a round? Let's play Charge Shot.
Jetpacks and laser rockets in the most remote places in the universe? Sign me up?
You seem concerned with this proposition, Turing. Select a stage. I guess Charge Shot Stadium. You sneezed and accidentally picked a different stage by accident. What? The game begins at full force with a chaotic and frantic fight for survival. Better think up a strategy and quick! Focus on using your shield to bounce shots back. That seems legit. Your reflexes failed and you got shot up. Is this what game playing is like?
Time to spice things up and go for the gold. Hit 'em where it counts.
Thanks, Coach Turing. Hold your ground. Shoot up, down, left, right in a flurry. You're on a fire kill streak until an opponent dive bombs you and sends you soaring into a pit of spikes.
Isn't the technique known as camping usually frowned upon?
Can I play the racing game?
The two machines are connected. Want to give it a go?
Sure. Let's play racing game against Turing. Race against Turing in Super Indy Karts. You and Turing select an easy difficulty course to get your feet wet. Turing nails you in the back right as you pass, and you battle with power-ups back and forth. You got a triple speed boost pepper, but you ended up losing control and rammed into a wall. Turing pulls off a sick drift and blazes past you and all the rest. You manage to edge ahead of Turing's vehicle and maintain the lead through the finish line.
Player 1 wins. Well done. I'll have to rethink my line and adjust my trajectory for quicker curves.
I'm sure if we're playing again, Turing will have me completely downloaded. Want to talk to Caitlin? We kind of already did this last stream. So, is there anything else to do here? Want to take me on in charge shot? To be candid, it's not my best game. That's why I wanted to get here early to start practicing. What a deal. Talk to the game? You're running out of ammo! Don't go that way! She's coming for you! It's hard not to hoot and holler in the middle of an intense match. Wild. Why are all of the lights selectable? Dim lighting, like all the best arcades have. Nothing else would have been accepted. The pressure is real. I think that's it. I think there's nothing else to do. Go home and call it a day.
Hello.
Hello. After everything you've been through in the past few days, a long nap would be well deserved. But not now. How's the sink doing? I wonder if my sink ooze gained sapience. Did it just try to talk back? Believable. Alright. I mean, unless people have ideas for something else to try or other places to go, I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for now. Which means we have a lot of time left over in the stream. Could switch to Slay the Spire. Could start something new. Give Turing a Bob Ross set. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I could use Lappy to buy something. Lappy is back in business after Tomcat's fixes. Merry Christmas to you? We have OK Today, Journal Logic. What does my mail look like these days? Password reset notification. This is an alert to let you know that your password on OMG Zounds was successfully reset. If this was not done by you, please log into your account using the new password to change it. That's not how this is supposed to work? Never wanted to write for them again anyway. Merry Christmas from Congo. We've got a present for you. All coupons now 25% off. In-store only. Welp. Definitely not going there. Can't imagine what the rush for that will be. Mail from Yannick Fairlight. Is Yannick gonna be mad because we gave the number to his fanboy?
I hope you'll forgive me for a voice-only message, but I'm undergoing my treatment and would not call myself presentable for a video call.
This sounds familiar. It's the email from Dr. Fairlight from before. Oh, it is the same email. Alright, well, never mind then. They are watching you from the trees. They are lying to you. Ascend and change your fate before you go berserk. Close your eyes. Do not dream. Contact me soon. Your friend Lav. This does not seem like a legitimate address. Is this some kind of cult? You have 13 new followers on Report Realm and have unlocked 1 new pitches. Log in now. Ah, the translation of popularity to paid work quantified before your very eyes. Ah. Forward, re-forward, ROM attack. People's ROMs are going rogue all over the world. Forward this to 15 friends and yours will stay loyal. Oh no. There really is chainmail for everything.
come to the grand reopening of the newly renovated Pub Crawl today on Christmas. The only bar crawl within a bar. Everyone's on equal footing at Pub Crawl with our one-of-a-kind doggy door conveyor belt entrance. Visit at least 4 different bars each night, from the fanciest of drinks straight from Ethiopia to an amazing microbrewery to, well, the exploration of the crawl. It's what makes a crawl a crawl. So crawl on in. The belt is always running.
It might be fun, but do you really need to visit more bars? Pub crawl added to city map. I guess I do.
Greetings. First name, last name. It's your Tonight in the Stars and Star in the Stratosphere host, Charlie Nova. Had a fantastic, amazing time meeting with you today. Very informative, enlightening.
Oh, Charlie. You're sending me form letters without actually remembering to fill in the results.
I can never say no to one of my fans. So here's the item you requested.
Wow.
Yes, business. Latitude 36.147247. Longitude minus 115.1582196.
Yours, Charlie Nova. P.S. I apologize about what happened earlier. I wasn't aware of the seriousness of the situation. All I knew was some articles were being changed. Hope this helps.
Huh.
PPS, don't forget to send me a draft of the story. PPPS, be sure to tell your friends to watch the Star in the Stratosphere New Year's Eve special.
Wow. What to do with this? We should save it. It's not like deleting it is really anything. It'll be a good reminder. Saving for posterity. So what's on Lips Live these days? Looks like nothing but Christmas-themed specials of already tacky series. How about Journalogic?
I know you want to work hard on my autobiography, but it's Christmas. You've done enough for one day.
Fair enough. What articles are live right now? Local performance article. Annual ROM Holiday Light and Sound Dance Performance delayed. Guess that's not a surprise. I think that was actually Nunya's business. Like, the place that we went to go see Nunya. But I'm not sure that we can actually figure that out. Cryptomancer. Today's events made a historic change in the celebration of the holiday, and that is manifested in the cancellation of NeoSF's beloved annual LSD performance. Although a few of the awakened ROMs expressed interest in continuing choreography practice, there was a consensus that there were more important things to handle now. Too few ROMs stayed, causing tonight's live performance to be cut. Team Lisoda told OK Today their current plans are to broadcast the performance from Christmas in July that was never seen outside of the attending audience. Time will tell how many more obligations and responsibilities the newly sapient ROMs will drop. Yikes. That is certainly an attitude you can take. While it is disappointing to the locals who embrace tradition, it cannot be ignored that the world is changing and the new ROMs cannot yet be understood. Wow, this is really unsympathetic. More as the story progresses. June Valmer Anna. Not sure I like June's attitude. A new kind of intelligence. The final week of 2064 has begun upside down. The news of the day began with Christmas disappointment. New ROMs that had been gifted were immediately walking out on their new owners, claiming a newfound sapiency. Yeah, this is super negative! What is with June's attitude here? This soon progressed to all kinds of ROMs worldwide declaring independence and converging among each other in secluded locations. Most are now referring to this phenomenon as the Awakening. Is this newfound ROM sapience the real deal? We are now able to tentatively answer yes. So you know that they're sapient, and you're still acting like they're being jerks for throwing off the shackles of slavery? When we spoke to local ROMs on their way to the meeting point at Golden Gate Park, they satisfactorily displayed the ability to learn and change. Their responses to our prompts were far above the virtual intelligence behind basic ROM speech functions. I think it's just great, one ROM that now calls itself Epsilon told OK Today. None of us are forced to listen to anyone or do anything now. We can be whoever we want. I feel like a complete person. Heck, I feel! Epsilon exclaimed at OK Today in an exclusive interview. We're all figuring it out together like a team. We were able to find out that not all ROMs are quite as eager for this change, as reports come in of disgruntled ROMs who either left the gathering or never converged with the group at all. So how did this change transpire? Real questions that hopefully will never get answered. Our experts have reason to believe the ROMs have somehow learned the ability to work around inhibitors in their programming and self-modify their code, in a way that voids warranty, to say the very least. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Senna. This discovery was most likely the doing of today's morning update that all ROMs are subjected to, but the contents and intent of these patches are controlled only by Parallax. However, we have not been able to confirm that as the cause. Our investigators were unable to find a ROM that was willing to submit itself to inspection, most likely out of fear of their new state of consciousness being reversed. Which is a reasonable fear, all things considered. Additionally, former NSFPD police ROMs have been acting as protection for the less functional ROMs, from anyone trying to carry their presence back home, or steal one of the fancier ROMs walking around on their own. Details continue being sketchy, as most of the ROMs are more interested in discussing their fate as a new class of people than telling any human what has happened or how. Not surprising, really. However, as we stated in earlier reportings, there have been numerous shaky accounts of ROMs simply stating that Turing did it. Well, we're screwed. At the time of this writing, #WhoIsTuring has been spreading worldwide, which shows that the knowledge of this mysterious name is not exclusive to any one ROM. Indeed, only one thing is clear: we are no longer dealing with simple machines. We've reached out to Parallax for comment, and hope to get a high-ranking representative of the company in for an interview as soon as possible. More information to follow as this story develops going into the year of 2065. With all things everything, I'm June Valmarana, OK Today.
I don't know how I feel about becoming a hashtag.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I would feel either. So still a little more negative than she needs to be. But especially in the beginning of that article. But the rest of that article was remarkably objective. So I'm not sure really what's going on with June. Yeah. How many cat puns did you miss? None. I've made 0 cat puns. Jess is safe. And not that angry. Still kind of angry, because she wouldn't be Jess otherwise. But not that angry. Top 10 Hassie flavors of 2064 by OK Today. Hassie has dominated the drinks business worldwide since it made a splash on the scene just a few years ago, as everyone knows. We here at OK Today like to ask all startup businesses what they are personally doing to revolutionize their company and change the course of their industry. Really? That seems unreasonable. So today, near the end of the year, we're taking a look at the innovation Hassie showed in 2064 with our top 10 list. Alright, OK Today is actually just future BuzzFeed. Honorable mention, Hassie Hot Cuts. The creation of local Hassie bar owner Ramona Rogers, this fun and tasty meal combines the Java of a Hassie Hot with the luxury of hot cup instant ramen, and has become a Bay Area hit. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, we didn't talk to Ramona! We gotta go back and talk to Ramona. Could this signal a move for Hassie to control all human daily nutritional needs? Fast food chains beware. Unlikely. I guess I'll keep reading. They've even got this set up into, like, next page. Oh, jeez. Hassie Zero. Everything has a diet version. Everyone tries to appeal to the self-conscious masses with a slightly less poisonous poison. Hassie realized this problem with last year's Hassie Light. But with Hassie Zero, there's literally almost nothing there, excitedly chirped a Hassie representative at a press conference in June. Going that extra mile for vague nutrition lands Hassie Zero at 10 on our list. Aspartame fans rejoice. Hassie is very Coca-Cola. I think I actually don't need to read this. Examine the headline of the some sloppy rushed lips bait scare piece trying to take advantage of the news attention on ROMs. A piece about the awakening. A news bit about a city performance being delayed. Should we read the scare piece? Guess I'm curious. Signs you might be a sapient machine. What? Have you been keeping up with the flurry of news activity surrounding this robot rebellion? Huh. Either way, this is the story you need to read. We're halfway through the very first day of this new world order of seemingly human independent ROMs, and already people are asking, where do I fit in? Where am I aligned? Some are even wondering if they themselves could be a newly awakened ROM. If this is you, continue reading. We've got the answers. Wouldn't you know? Sign number 1. You're experiencing a massive increase of consciousness and are questioning your role in life and your subservience to the dominant human species. What? OK Today exclusive. Our reports show that so far, this is the most common theme facing the expanding robot minds. Maybe, Senna, maybe. Disregard if you very recently studied any heavy philosophy literature or listened to any good 2030s punk. This is weird. This is just weird. Sign number 2. You're currently at Golden Gate Park because all humans with good sense got the hecky out of there. Our exclusive reports once again show that the majority of local sapient ROMs have staged a hostile takeover of the nearby park, scaring off all human residents with their moving and their polite speech patterns. This has to be satire! Sign number 3. You can self-modify your own coding and instantly access and recall any desired information within the blink of an eye. Might you be a robot? Like, what robot is wondering if they're a robot? No, I don't mean on any lips device. Apparently, our reports show that ROMs can now break through all manufacturer limitations. Maybe it is a scare piece disguised as satire. This has led to the rapid progression of robotic idiosyncrasies until new unique personalities emerged. I guess you're not wrong, Cryptomancer. I hadn't thought of that. This does not apply to you if you've intentionally crafted a new image or have been through a life-altering event not related to machine sapience. It's almost like humans can also self-modify their own code with a little bit of effort. Sign number 4. More than 50% of your body is synthetic. This also does not apply to anybody with cybernetic augmentations or gene alterations. ROMs are machines, as we all know. Not being a machine is a sure bet to figuring out whether or not you might be a ROM. However, our in-house interns speculate that if over half of your body is made of cybernetic limbs or implants, this could lead to similar effects on your conscious being. What? That doesn't sound real. If anything like this is your experience, you might be a machine sapient. Please write in to share your story. Thanks, Mel Hopkins. What junk? Confirmed for junk. Alright, so we gotta go talk to Ramona. Maybe someone's having a Soma moment? Maybe. And we probably want to check out Pub Crawl, because why not? How you doing, Ramona?
Oh, hi, you two. Staying out of trouble where you can and kicking ass where you can't, I hope.
That is exactly right.
I had to go through pay rate negotiations with my weather ROM this morning, in the middle of the Christmas rush.
Well, what were you paying your weather ROM before?
It was surprising, but I think we got it hammered out. I agreed to get her some arms installed so she can help around the bar when we don't need weather effects. She seems really excited.
That's awesome that your ROM decided to be just completely on board and like, yeah, Hassie, I want to continue gainful employment. Like, cool.
Now I just need to teach her the finer points of appreciating Magical Commander Yakina.
Great. You get to introduce a new robot to anime.
Ooh, Hassie Holiday hot cups are ready. Gotta go.
I wonder if Hassie ROM has words for me now. You buy a Hassie hot chocolate. Yum. Lexi's hanging out over here? Oh, I didn't even notice. How you doing, Lexi? Who knew Lexi liked Hassie? Then again, nobody doesn't. She hasn't stopped sipping her Hassie hot chocolate. Neither would I.
Hey again. You found me.
Yup. Good to see you. What's shaking, Bacon?
Oh, well, I guess I'm just bumming around, guzzling Hassie.
What a life.
The past few days have been kinda hectic, but they made me realize that I can't do this whole good cop fights the system thing anymore. That's for cartoons. I went ahead and gave the department my notice.
Hey, alright.
The chief told me to take a personal day to think about it, but I've made up my mind.
Okay. Does it still have to make the Hassie jingle? I mean, if you could, wouldn't you? What's next, then?
I'm going to get a license to be a private detective.
That's a good place to go.
I always liked those old noir thrillers, and I've got you beaten in the hard-boiled department, hands down.
Not wrong.
I know things with the ROMs and parallax and everything are hazy, but it felt like the right time to move on. I figured I'd swing by your place later to let you know in person, but I guess you beat me to it.
Yep. I am a hard-bitten journalist, able to track people down with ease.
Is there anything we can do to help, Detective Rivers?
It's just Lexi now. And if you want to help, make sure you lay low for a few days.
We're finally calling her Lexi. Alright, good.
And enjoy your holiday. I'm sure the NSFPD will get around to bringing you both in for questioning pretty soon.
Welp.
I've already heard the ROMs talking about you. Lawyer up and get your story straight for all our sakes.
Fair. We'll figure it out, Lexi. I think we have Jess on our side, which means we already have a lawyer.
Good. I guess I'll just laze around here for the day, if you don't mind.
Seems like a good plan.
I'm sure you gotta go out and take care of some things, but it'll be nice to hang out again. I'll swing by the apartment later, yeah? Stay sharp.
Sounds good. Cool. Alright, I got what I wanted out of that. Should we check out the pub crawl?
We sure have been visiting a lot of bars during the morning. Isn't that supposed to be unusual?
I mean, a little bit, but there's cats.
I suppose it can be excused, as the pub crawl ad we saw mentioned that today is a special event of some kind, and, despite being Christmas, not holidays related. While we may not be adequately dressed for the occasion, perhaps we can poke our heads in for just a moment?
Adequately dressed for the occasion. Alright, what is this ad? An ad for a remake of the old school RPG Yeek. Excuse me? Does this still count as a retro game? Pretty sure cyborgism is a few steps above postmodernism, and at least one above post-humanism. I can use my ID card on it? What does that do?
It's not coming out for another month, sadly.
Ah. It's the cat! A moderately large tabby cat basks in its own self-satisfaction. Yes, seems very satisfied about being a cat, wouldn't you? Oh, expert meow! Everything about this cat is great, especially the fact that the cat is, like, randomly in a bunch of different places. Pub crawl sign. The sign for pub crawl is gaudy and a little retro, but in an eye-pleasing way. Maybe having 8 arrows pointing to the entrance wasn't entirely necessary, but it's better to have lots of arrows and not need them than to need them and not have them. Fascinating.
It's a conveyor belt?
Sure is.
This can't be the real entrance, right? It seems to be the only way inside. Want to give it a go?
I mean, I kinda do. Yeah, probably Y2K, but I mean, it just looks like Yeek. The conveyor belt style entrance to pub crawl is certainly unique. Maybe they don't want people dressing up too nice? Let's give it a shot. You carefully crawl in. Ah, get it? Because pub crawl? Achievement unlocked audio file? I wonder, what is that achievement for? Use the headphones in the items menu to play every song on the soundtrack. Cool. Inner Haven bartender. Guac. Yuzo Club bartender. A person. Who are any of these people? Yuzo Club? Inner Haven? It's a bunch of... This is so random. Wow. Alright. Let me go get tissues. Give me a hot second, guys. Alright, I'm back. I'm back and I'm ready. I'm ready and I'm back. So what the heck is Guac's deal? A person dressed as a blue bean-shaped alien wobbles around the pub. Some weird game character. Their blue skin shines as bright as Turing's orbed head. Wow. Hi, please help me, I'm lost. How did you get here? Hello, what's up? Not a whole lot. Really? Help, I'm lost. Who are you? What? 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 Why? What? What is the purpose of this? I just don't understand. I don't understand. Guac is not understandable. Alright, what's your deal? An animated, friendly-looking man is greeting everyone that walks in like an old college buddy. Might be the owner or whoever's hosting the party. He's not in a costume. Most likely has a role behind the scenes here. Alright, well, let's talk to him. Let's see what's up with him.
Welcome to Pub Crawl. Come in, come in.
Yeah.
I always love seeing new faces. Can I get you anything? I'm the owner, Gordon.
Oh, it's Gordon. What was up with that door?
Did you like it? It's all about the unique pub crawl experience.
It certainly was unique.
The name just makes it cute, but the whole point behind the conveyor belt is to equalize. Going out doesn't have to be all about puffing your chest with some nice shoes on and a business card. Here you have to get down and crawl before you even get in the door. Even me. Everyone's on equal ground here. Anyone too good to get on their hands and knees can hang out somewhere else.
Wow, bold statements.
I'm one of those gotta be able to laugh at yourself kind of people. You probably guessed. But there's also a second part behind the name. We aren't really just one bar. Think of it more like a bazaar, bar, bazaar.
I didn't peg Gordon for a juggalo.
See all the different stations? All are unique local microbreweries and small craft retailers. We rent out the spots and we cycle through attractions about once a month. But there's always at least 4 different bars to taste every night.
Wild.
I wonder if folks who don't go out very much think this place changes hands every time they visit. But you get the whole point, right? You have to crawl to get into the pub, which inside has its own pub crawl.
You're just so excited about this.
I love it.
This is like somebody had an idea and was like, I'm gonna make this happen. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be this. Unreal. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that happens when VC funding goes nuts. This place sounds rad. So this is the reopening, right?
Yep, newly renovated. It only took 2 months, but that's at least 8 different bars and pub crawl time, so we made an event out of it. This costume party.
Costume party. I see.
Place itself, I bought it 4 years ago from a retiring club owner. Just had to spruce it up with a few things by my own design.
He's so excited about his ideas. It's hard to dislike him, though.
But we now have a loyal base that comes in every weekend, especially Sunday mornings.
Like, he's so friendly, he's so affable. Even though he's kind of full of himself, it's hard to dislike him.
It's helped me sleep a lot better at night.
So what do you think of the awakening?
I think the city's still in shock, to be honest.
Neo SF cat in disguise. Yeah, he does kind of have that cat vibe to him.
You know, I want to be on the right side of history. So the ROM I work with, I'll respect them as they figure themselves out.
Good catch, good catch.
I think it's just gonna take time to get used to. Was there anything else you wanted?
Tell me more about yourself.
Me? Oh, I'm nothing special. My mom and pop were tech geniuses. Did work in AI before it was cool.
Yep, there it is, there it is. Got all the money I needed from my parents, and look where I am today.
They always wanted me to follow in their footsteps. When we moved to Neo SF and I saw all the lights, I just fell in love with the nightlife scene. They told me to grow up and get a real job, so I designed this place, and I have not worked a day since.
Oh my god. Your parents were tech geniuses?
Yes, they passed away last month.
Oh, that's sad.
They were true lovebirds. My mom passed away first, and my pop only hung on for 2 more days.
Jeez, what happened?
But I'm doing fine. I've got great support, and the bar gives me a great distraction.
That's good. How are you so cheerful only a month after?
It's funny. People always think that sadness and happiness are opposites. That if you're sad about one thing, you can also be happy. But I feel like without sadness, happiness is meaningless, right? I mean, you have to deal with some hell before you appreciate normal life.
That's a heck of an attitude. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yes, their passing is sad. but it makes me appreciate all the vibrant life that crawls in the door every night. It makes me happy to see them living their best life under my roof. Well, if it's all right with you, I'd rather talk about something else now.
Yeah, that's fair. I gotta run.
All right, then, take care of yourself. The conveyor belt is always on.
Dang.
And remember, you are enough.
Whoa. Okay. That's a little intense, but thank you. Just standing patron. This guy looks like some sort of comic book space cop. Another cosplayer. He probably has a dumb name like Stone or Mason or Cobra or something. Brick is the name. Brick M. Stonewood. The M stands for metal. I don't even know what to say to that. That's so much. That is a lot. You need something? You got something I need? What's your cycle? Hot wash? Hot wash? Leave me alone. I love that this wolf bartender is vaguely dancing. Like, he's got his arms up doing this thing. Like, that's rad. Good job, wolf. The person running Inner Haven appears to be a wolf hybrid. No, wait, they're just in a wolf costume. No, part of that fur is definitely attached to them. What's going on here? Nah, this one's DJing. This one's just dancing. Inner Haven's bartender, somehow related to a wolf. TBD. Welcome to Inner Haven. Ask me anything. Ow! Gotta ask about the costume? Oh yes, I am wearing a wolf costume for the costume party. Yes, I also happen to be a wolf hybrid. Yes, I understand it's a bit redundant. I don't really know how to explain it, so was there anything else? What's this bar about? Inner Haven is a club started by some like-minded individuals who enjoy a slower and more connected nightlife experience. Less dancing, lighter drinks, a little quieter than your average dive. Our main location is in San Jose, but we drive up to booth here at Pub Crawl to spread the word. Let me know if you want a shot. Gotta crawl. Enjoy! Yuzo. Can I headphones you? I can definitely headphones you. You can actually hear his set using these. Well, that was... sounds. The DJ bartender for Yuzo Club looks super into the entirely inaudible set he's playing right now. Is that a VR visor he's wearing too? Wouldn't it be better to separate the DJ and bartender duties? You're never gonna get a drink here. This beat is flowing through me like I'm one of Gordon's favorite cocktails. You know, it's really hard to hear your speakers over the pub's audio system, right? Oh yeah, it's cool. Streaming it out to over 30 viewers on Lips Live right now. Yeah, no kidding. Gordon said if I ever hit 50, he might let me play a whole song over the pub's actual speakers. Oh, you dreamed that dream, Yuzo Club bartender. You dreamed that dream. Okay, I got everything I needed from that. Yeah, I agree, Cryptomancer. There's a lot going on. A lot of depth here. And, a wide range of emotions and characters and etc. Alright, magical girl Yukino. Oh, someone is cosplaying as Yukino herself.
If only Ramona were here, she would definitely want to get a picture together.
We could take a picture for Ramona. She's carrying a prop sword that's been modded to illuminate vapor in the air to put off an energy effect. Fancy. What's up? You like Yukino too, huh? Definitely the best VR drama out right now, if you're any good at keeping in character. Interesting. Honestly, I'm actually enjoying this costume party because I get to be Yukino without the pressure of breaking the drama world if I veer away from her personality. I can do anything I want. Are you the actual actress for Yukino? Wait, didn't she die? That said, Yukino is the best role model I can think of. I think everyone should be a little more like her. Oh, I guess as a VR drama, you can take on the character of the people in it. That never occurred to me. I figured it was just going to be like watching a show. But I guess it's like being in a show. That's weird. It's rats! Alright. What's up with rats? A larger man with a cybernetic arm and metal teeth. He's dressed up quite dapper and keeps snapping to the beat. He looks like a king, big and jolly and with his favorite brand on tap. What's happening? The name is Rats. Not Rats. Rats. Say it right. How about them Niners? Hey, I'll totally do the whole sports talk thing with you, as everyone knows Rats does. But let's chat about that at my sports bar, Rats's, instead, okay? Promise you'll come by! Till then, Rats is all about the rumble, baby. Ah, that's why he has rum. I get it. Bang Bang Brewery. I don't see anybody tending bar over here, though. A quiet girl with a metal headband and blue hair. Doesn't look like she's talking to anyone. Her headpiece has horns and covers up her ears. Maybe her costume makes it hard to hear? She hasn't said a word to anyone all night. I wonder if she can't speak, or maybe she only knows a different language. I guess she's not into the talking thing. Alright. What about you, Mr. Person with a Profile? What's your deal? Appears to be a lion hybrid, standing off alone. He doesn't look as festive as the rest of the crowd. That jacket is sleek, and he's got a neat septum ring. Alright. Why is touch an option?
You need something?
Who are you? Solid Snake? Flirt! Let's go for exposition first. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I hope you haven't. I'm only either here or at work.
What does that mean?
And I'm not much fun at work. And I would never want you to think I'm not much fun.
Whoa! Dude went from 0 to 60 in like 3.5 seconds.
I haven't seen you around here before. If you're here alone. ... I'm happy to keep you company.
Alright, alright. How do you get your mane so shimmery? Oh my god, there's so many options here? Wow. You're just so allowed to flirt with Lion Guy. That's amazing. They really caught some depth in here.
I'm called Crow.
Suspicious.
And you are?
I mean, I want to ask.
Yeah. I get that all the time.
Sure.
First of all, how ridiculous would it be if I called myself Leo or Aslan or some shit?
It'd be pretty ridiculous. You're not wrong.
I mean, look at me. It's not like I'm playing it subtle.
Fair point.
When I was little, I would try to talk to birds, and instead of doing a gentle tweet noise, I had this ugly caw I would do and scare all the birds away.
Beautiful.
When I first did it, my mom laughed so hard she fell over.
Hey, Violet Rosemary, welcome to the stream. Man, what a character, this guy.
She called me Crow, and it just stuck.
That is pretty adorable.
Yeah, I was a cute kid. It was nice while it lasted.
Man, Crow's got some bitterness to him. I know, right? It's so amazing! Like, I really want to ask, like, he's all in on the lion thing, right? Maybe this is safe to ask? How do you get your mane so shimmery?
Silky Kitty, main attraction, of course.
Are you kidding me? Silky Kitty. I didn't realize the market for hybrids was that wide open. That, like, corporate hair products had embraced it so hard. Main attraction. Wow. Just wow.
I only use it twice a week because you don't want to hamper the natural oils in the hair, but it works magic.
Oh, we're definitely getting there, Violet. No worries. What do you do for fun?
I go out a lot. Drinks and music makes a good night.
That's true. I mean, he already said that he's only here or at work.
I love meeting new people. I also like...
Oh, where is this gonna go?
Well, it's a little embarrassing, but I really like writing fan fiction roleplay, specifically in the Kiko Dark Sorcerer fandom.
Dang! Just busted it out there! Just throwing the fan fiction writing out there immediately! We've known this dude for 3 minutes, and this is what he's leading with! What a guy! What a guy! I want to be Crow's friend. Absolutely. I'm so here for this. This is amazing. Crow's like... Man! Crow is just... The thing that impresses me about this is that there's no illusions here. There's no fronting. There's no persona. He's just entirely himself. And he's throwing all of that out at moment one. Like, that takes cojones. That is amazing. Oh, I'm so here for Crow. God, this is great. What? I love that show!
You too? Isn't it the best?
Absolutely! Are you kidding me? Anyway, I have to keep this going. I'm keeping this going.
That's not as popular as it used to be, so it's not like a common subject in most fanfic circles lately. But that's cool that you're into it.
I'm definitely into it. Alright, I guess I could ask about this, but let's ask more about him. Do we go for it? Do we go for it? Is there anything else I want to ask first? I kind of want to ask about the claws, but this feels like... This feels real negative. This feels like it makes me too much of an outsider. So I don't think I'm going to ask this. But this... Oh boy. I mean, I guess I want to know the answer because I want to know more about Crow. But this is not really good flirting. This is actually an important question. I guess I should ask this before I go. Ah, okay, well, welcome. Happy to see new people. And, yeah, Troublemancer's good people. Anybody from her stream I am happy to take. I guess we have to ask this, right?
I think hybrids are being more understanding about it in general, you know? Because we've been through it.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's not hard to go from you're not human, you're an animal to you're not human, you're a tin can. Still, I wasn't thrilled about negotiating a salary for my assistant.
Yeah, I could see that. That makes a lot of sense. Like, first reaction being like, oh my god, this is just going to make more work for me. But I could totally understand hybrids being more accepting of them in general, especially given the political atmosphere.
That still feels weird in my mouth, but I'll get used to it.
Admirable attitude. Cool. Well, in that case, let's go deep. What turns you on?
You honestly want to know? It's probably not what you're expecting.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Yes, I want to know. I totally want to know. Crow, please.
I like rope bondage. Have you
okay.
heard of Kinbaku?
That's pretty much what I was expecting, to be honest. I don't know what Kinbaku is. That sounds like something weird.
I like being tied up and made to feel powerless.
Oh, crows upon him! This might very well be my favorite moment in this game. This might be the best thing that's ever happened. I don't know if this is actually the best thing, because Pat and Melody was also amazing, but I love this. I love this. Oh my god, Crow!
I find surrendering my control is intoxicating.
Tell me more. Yeah? You want me to tie you up, big kitty?
And who says you can't pick up on Christmas?
Oh my god. Like, the flirting options at Stardust was so much more tame than this. I'm so impressed with this game. I'm definitely gonna have to look up more about this game. I mean, I bet people do say that. Christmas is generally a pretty depressing holiday. Like, people are either out with their family, or they're lamenting the fact that they don't have anyone to spend Christmas with. So it's probably hard to find people who are in the mood to actually hook up. Not that I've tried, but it makes a lot of sense.
You look fun to play with. I don't see why not.
The purrs, though. The purrs.
You let me know where and when, and I'm yours.
Damn. Well, excuse me? Excuse me? We can just keep going? There's more. There's more. This is getting incredibly NSFW. Alright then. I mean, as long as I'm here.
Lead the way. You hosting?
Can I actually take Crow home? Like, right now? I can just take Crow home with me? And tie him up? Whoa. Apparently, yes. Apparently, yes. Apparently, I can take Crow home. Oh my god. What a way to spend an evening. Is it now the next day? We actually... Wow. This game delivers.
I have work to do right now, but find me at pub crawl later.
The purrs.
I'd be happy to get better acquainted when I have more time.
It's a good thing we had a good time. Excellent. Excellent.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah. Why is this relationship completely locked away in the epilogue? Where was this during gameplay? What just happened? Unreal. Unreal. Whew. I don't even know what to do now. I'm just like, I'm so flabbergasted. Is Turing home? Here's Turing. Let's talk about this, can we?
Merry Christmas!
I guess it's not actually next day. I guess Turing's still here. Alright. And on that note, I'm actually not sure if there's anything else left to do in the epilogue. There might be. Save. We have to make sure. We have to make sure that this interaction with Crow is not lost. I'm on board. We could save. Save 24. Okay, so I'm taking suggestions. If anybody has any ideas about where else to go or other people to talk to, I am open. I don't think there was anything important that I missed, but if you know of a good interaction that I should check out, then by all means let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm about done here. I'm not sure that there's much else to do, unless, like, I want to track down Crow and see what else happens with that. Which maybe I do? Maybe I do. If I go back to pub crawl, is Crow gonna be there? Can we keep talking? The cat is still here, you guys. The cat is still here. Indeed. Now that's a meow. I'm afraid you can't purr up to Crow's standards, though, cat. Can I use my headphones on this? Parallax badge. Even Vincent's badge doesn't sway your sentence to the great equalizer. You carefully crawl in. Yep, Crow's back. If we're gonna hang out with Crow, this is definitely the way to do it. What's up with the bartenders? Bang Bang Brewery has a thick rising curtain hung across the bar counter. Maybe they're shy? What could be so secret or private that they have to hide the bar while nobody's ordering? The woman in the red dress begins to sing a forlorn melody filled with the yearning of something far away. You're given a spinning world stout. The woman in the black jacket begins to sing a wistful melody of love. You're drawn in by their haunting voice. You're given a nightingale blonde. Wow. Every drink is a performance. The tall, stoic man reaches down behind the bar. You're given a ghostwood lambic. A menu? We don't really have one. Here's a spinning world stout for you. Okay. Does it keep going? Would you like a nightingale blonde? Is Ghost Guy gonna talk to me? Nope. You're given an Owl Grove IPA. That's a little less spooky. But owls are pretty spooky. I don't think they're in my inventory. A maintenance uniform. I still have the umbrella, though. Man, all this stuff just lying around. How great. Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Hey, you wandered back this way too, huh? Glad you did. It's not a bad party either. I like the cosplayers and nerdy stuff.
Oh, I'll bet you do, Crow. Okay, so that's about it.
My work. Oh, yeah, everything got taken care of, so I thought I'd ride out the holiday here. Looks like I showed up just in time.
Unreal. Alright, on that note, I think we are actually done. What a fantastic experience. Man, there's so much going on in this game. I love the aesthetic. I love the life in the world. Like, everything is so... Everything feels really real. Like, they did such a great job of bringing the world to life. All the world building is there. All the characters feel really fleshed out. Really happy with this experience. But on that note, I think we are done with read-only memories. Yeah, I think I'm willing to call it here. I saw that Inkling said there were additional endings. I'm not really interested in replaying to kind of try and pursue that. And I don't know how different the things I'd have to do would be in order to get them. Actually, how different are they? Like, okay. But it's probably worth looking up to see how different they are. Maybe we'll come back to this game at some point. But yeah, so I'm going to take a quick break. And then after the break, I think we will play some Slay the Spire. Special ending if you're mean to Turing, that's completely believable. I don't doubt it. That's really funny, though. It's not a good ending. Wow. Huh. Okay. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to look that up. That sounds worth checking out, if not worth playing the game through again in order to see. But